They say podcasts are going to replace books. I don't know about that, but I do think TRS clips will assist your learning process. Are there a lot of hidden spots all over the planet which contain treasures? Even today?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So this is also like something which we've just scraped the top.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of hidden treasure out there.
Yes.
Be it
Treasure also means a treasure is also different for different people. Treasure in terms of knowledge, like to learn, that's also treasure. A treasure trove could also be like material wealth.
I'm talking about material wealth because that's what the audience is interested in. We're interested in the knowledge aspect of it.
Yes.
But are there places on this globe which
yes.
contain like hordes of gold, like billions of dollars of gold?
There's
just
a possibility. There's a possibility of places which have gone underground, which are still being scraped. There are many sites which come up during construction, road work. Many things come up like that. Even in India, there are so many places like dinosaur eggs which came out of the south of India. So, I mean, we never knew like we had some history with dinosaurs here. So we've had some history there. So things keep popping up, even idols which keep coming out here and there again.
Like when we're talking about signs and symbols, are any of them maps for treasure, like treasure maps?
It could also be.
Have you come across any like this?
I wouldn't know. Like at least the ones which I see, it's a lot about what they have done or what they were doing or what is their history or what is their voice. But a treasure map, maybe we have not looked at it from that perspective.
What do you think was the perspective of the ancients to hoard treasure and keep it? Like, for example, even all these pharaohs' tombs, I believe that Tutankhamun tomb is the most mainstream. That's where they found a lot of gold and artifacts, which were worth a lot of money.
Right.
What happened to all that gold and artifacts? It's still with the government?
Of course. The Egyptian government, Zawid Hawass, right, his name. So he has been categorically he's been spearheading the whole movement and, preserving them. Of course, we have had our own follies of the Egyptian. Different things have happened over the course of time. But most important is that they have had they have a house now where they can be, kept, stored. Yes, they have been documented. So
how much money is that house worth? Collectively, billions of dollars.
Yes. I mean, why go so far? Even our temples here, like we had one in Kerala, which are like loaded, which has so much of wealth, material wealth. When we talk about it, so much of gold, which, I mean, if you have to calculate, that's something.
The gold is lying inside the temple?
Yes.
Even today?
Yes. And there's a case which is going on. I mean, I'm sure to open the third, there are different rooms. The third room is, I'm not sure whether it's opened or it's yet to be opened. So, I mean, where that one is, so the government and the people who have been, protecting or overseeing, let me not use the word protecting, overseeing the temple and the temple activities. So the thing still is, we're still looking at how we can do it the correct way, because even there, it's said that the third door is never to be opened.
A sign.
A sign. It could be a sign. So what I'm also trying to say is material wealth. Yes, you asked about the hoarding, how they believed that they had power.
Gold.
The kings had material wealth, as in wealth. They had power over a whole generation of people and more. What they were looking at is something beyond.
The afterlife.
The afterlife. Something beyond which will take them, and they can have the same kind of status, the status quo, the status in the afterlife. So something which would aid them there, which would have the same taste there, and which would also prove to the gods that they are worthy.
Yeah. Speaking about chemistry a little bit, isn't gold and silver, I believe, two of the metals that can't be eroded because of oxygen? It has some... Sorry?
Aurum, gold, yeah. Yes, it is. That's also the reason why, noble metals,
Yeah.
That's also the reason why, they are given prime or supreme importance.
And I'm sure, someone studied metallurgy way back and figured that, these are valuable metals and they look great, they're shiny, probably arrived on the earth on a comet, probably not from this world.
Yes.
Therefore, they have so much value. But who knows about the more mystical aspects of gold? Why are they around these spiritual places? Why is it in a temple? Why is it in a pyramid?
Absolutely. These are wonderful questions as well. Why so much around that shiny metal?
Why doesn't the Egyptian government just sell off that gold and make a lot of money?
It's more about history. It's more about, wealth, bread, butter, human being, it's the cycle of human beings,
Legacy again.
Yes. First, as a child, you're trying to understand, as you're born, and I am sure you know about it, but just so that we share it. As a child, even when you show the child in the mirror, the child won't identify the person in the mirror.
Mm.
Yeah. But as a child grows, the child starts identifying with that form. Then the next step is, as a child grows again, is to identify with the society. What is my place in the society?
Mm.
Then, as the cycle goes on, the child becomes a man or a woman, and the person starts accumulating. Then the term of fragility comes in. How do I hold on? Whether it's a jacket or a purse, Louis Vuitton purse. I'm not promoting it, but anything which is of value, how would you hold on to it? How can I have replicas? How can I have too many backups? Like, how can I hold on to it for life? Whether it's even a baby, the fragility element comes in, wherein you are so worried about how not to lose. So that's the same kind of thought process that a king or a pharaoh.
Are there active treasure hunting missions even today?
There are even today.
Lots.
Yes, because the heads of governments, or whether it is governments, many places, many people have hoarded. I won't take names, but there are active, people who are in this domain who are kind of just offloading or just trying to get off the treasures from there and reach it to its rightful places.
What? As in, what do you mean reach it to? So that they want to make money off the treasure, or they want to
probably preserve the ancient treasure?
They want to put it back in the pyramids.
No, not really. Now, what I mean to say is there have been people who have been buying with power. It could be rulers, it could be
billionaires.
Dictators. It could be rulers, it could be dictators. It could be, I'm being very careful so they have been accumulating. The problem is they hoard and they keep it somewhere. Then that is exploited, it's taken away, it's pillaged. So what happens in all of this is, it might be a stone for you, but it might be a very important stone for someone else. So the value of such is more than billions of dollars. So there are bodies which, go to such places, maybe after the passing away of such a person, or to negotiate with the family of such people to get it back to where it really belongs.
So there's this museum. Whole underground treasure community. That's what I'm understanding.
Well, you could call it any name.
I think we all need our trips in life, And when you have that much money and you're done buying cars and private jets, you're like, I want some piece of human history.
Yes.
It's basically that, right?
Yes, absolutely. And look all around. What do human beings really do? After a point of time, you're the best of everything. Everything that you thought of. The next is our history. They start buying history. Past.
But are there teams of treasure hunters which actually have maps or, etc., where they're trying to find things at the bottom of the ocean?
There might be unofficially many such groups.
Okay.
Speculations rife,
Okay.
Many things possible. There are also, as I said, official, government bodies which are doing the thing that we discussed before. But we also have people like that who have got maybe a map from their grandfather.
Really?
Yes, it's a possibility. That's something which is open.
Okay.
But to find it is another thing altogether. Ships which have gone underground.
Carrying a lot of gold coins.
Absolutely. These are, people are on excavations like this. So whether they exist, they don't exist, that's a different story to tell.
And are they protected by dragons and monsters? No, I'm kidding.
It's a possibility.
Thank you for watching this clip. If you want to learn more about this topic, we've curated a playlist just for you. And here's a link to the whole episode.